Welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be making Amala, Ewedu and soup. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to reach 500 subscribers. Please and please. Thank you. So today I'll be showing you guys how I made Amala, Ewedu and soup. So here I'm preparing my pepper. Here I have tomatoes, scotch bonnet and bell peppers. I won't be using all the scotch bonnet. I'll just pick the ones I'll be using. So here I'm watching my tomatoes and I'll be removing the seeds from my bell peppers. I just prefer to remove the seeds. That was how I was taught. So I would remove the seeds of the bell pepper and pick the ones I'll be using in the scotch bonnet. So that is what you can see me doing here. Make sure you watch your peppers because sometimes they have dirt in them. So here I'll be adding my onions to it. Some of my onions started growing, so I'm using those ones so it doesn't get spoiled, even though some are already getting spoiled, as you can see. So I'll be adding my onions. You want to be generous with your onions because onions give your soup a very good flavor, a good taste, and also nice aroma. I also added ginger to this bowl. I will show you when I added my ginger to the pepper. So this is me sorting out the ones I won't be using out of the scotch bonnet. As you can see, it's a lot. I think I got this pepper for 1,500 naira, which I think is a good buy because the pepper was kind of much. So you have to wash your pepper thoroughly because sometimes they have sands, they have dirt. So you have to make sure it is washed clean before you proceed to blending the pepper. I used blender to blend my pepper. I didn't blend it from the market because I just prefer blending my pepper. When you blend from the market, it's kind of too watery. So I blended my pepper in 2 batch because it was much and I wanted it to be smooth. So first I blend the first batch before the second one. So this is me adding the ginger to my pepper. I like to pound my ginger a little bit before adding it to the pepper so it can blend properly. Because I notice if I don't do this, it doesn't blend properly with the pepper. So I like to pound it in my mortar and pestle first. Then I blend it with the pepper. So I added the first batch to it so everything can be well blended. So once it's well blended, I'll transfer this into a bowl. Then I'll move to my meat and offal. Yeah, I got this meat and offal for 5,000 naira, and I think it was also a good buy. In cleaning offal, it's kind of tedious, but you have to take your time to clean it properly because offals are like very dirty. You have to make sure you clean it properly, and you also parboil it before adding it to your meat because it kind of smells somehow if you just add it to the meat without parboiling it. So you have to parboil your offal first before you add it to your meat. So this is me cleaning the offals and the meat. I'll later on separate it so I can wash the offal very well and then parboil it. And if you want to parboil it, you need to parboil it with salt so it gives it a little taste and also like helps to kill germs or bacteria, anything in it. To clean offal is not easy, it's a lot of work. Like this particular one, you have to turn it inside out to clean the inside and then you turn it back. So if you have a lot of that, then you have to turn inside, clean, and then turn it back. So I'm done cleaning the offal for the first time. So this is me here separating the meat from the offal. Then I'll go ahead and parboil it. The towel is not cleaned yet, as you can see, it's still brown. So I'll have to parboil it before I can clean it, this particular one. The brown stuff can't come off without it being parboiled. So after parboiling, that is when I would clean that particular one properly. So I added salt, I added water, and then I would go ahead to parboil it. Yeah. So after parboiling, this is the brown one, the towel. So as you can see, you just have to use your knife to scrape the brown parts off. It's not easy to do, it takes a lot of time. You just have to be patient with it, and it will come out clean afterwards. Just take your time. And this particular part of the offal tastes really good. It's one of Nigeria's favorite. It is called shaki. It is one of Nigeria's favorite. So you just have to add it if you want to get offal, even though it's not easy to clean. So this is me after I'm done cleaning the offal. It's after when I was removing it was splashing on my body. That's why you can see I was raising my hands off, because once you're scraping it, it splashes everywhere. It splashes everywhere, so you have to like clean it everywhere after cleaning it. So this is the rest of the offal, and this is my meat I'm cooking here. So I would add all my spices. I used seasoning cubes, curry, thyme, onions, and also my ginger and onion paste, the one I pounded. So I added the offal. After that has cooked for a while, and then added water, and I'll let this cook very well. So now this is my fish, and this is me washing the fish. I think I got this fish for 2,500 naira. It was kind of small, but yeah. So I would wash the fish properly, and I would season this fish. I love to season my fish just so it has a good taste. So I would season my fish, and then I would air fry it so it doesn't scatter inside my soup, because one of the main reasons I don't like using fish is because it scatters easily in the soup. So I'm just going to air fry it so it can hold up, it can be a little bit firm, it doesn't scatter in the soup. And then moving on to the ponmo. So I got this ponmo for 600 naira, 300 naira each. I don't know if it's big or small, but that's the amount I got it. So I washed this very well. I love scraping the inside and the outside of my ponmo, and also make sure to get the crevices, because sometimes sand will always pile up in those lines. So I love to wash those parts very well. Yeah, those parts. So I'll cut off the parts that I feel like doesn't look good, so, and then wash it properly and rinse it very well. And I'll also soak my ponmo in salted water. I don't know why, but I just love to soak my ponmo in salted water. I believe it gives it taste, because ponmo is tasteless, like we all know. It's just cow skin, it doesn't have any taste. So I love to add salt to it to give it taste. And then I'll let it soak for a while. So now moving on to making of the soup. Finally, I love to use palm oil and vegetable oil for my soup, or just vegetable oil. I am not a huge fan of palm oil, but when I want to use palm oil, I'll definitely add vegetable oil to it. So I let this heat up, then add my onions. And I love to infuse my oil with rosemary and thyme. I don't know, I just love the aroma, I love the taste it gives. Then after letting those two herbs infuse, where I'll pour in my pepper mix, my blended pepper mix. And then at this point I'll add my ponmo, because that's the only thing I think I have not cooked yet. I cooked the meat, the offal, even the fish. So for the first thing I love to add to my soup is my ponmo, after my seasoning cubes and salt. So it cooks and then it just absorbs the pepper flavor before the rest of the protein gets into it. So NEPA took light. I had to switch to my gas here from the hot split I was using. So after the ponmo, as you can see, the ponmo softened, it became soft. Then I'll add my meat and the offal and little bit meat stock. And then I'm also adding the fish. The fish is ready here. And then I'll mix together and then let this cook. That's just all about making the soup. I love my soup to be a little bit thick, so I'll let it thicken up a little and then the soup is ready. As you can see, the soup has thickened here, so that means the soup is ready and it tastes really, really good. Yeah, that is our Nigerian soup. So after this, I'll be making ewedu. I don't know how I lost the footage to how I prepared this ewedu, but yeah, this is my washed and cleaned ewedu. I'll just pause it in the blender just for it to blend a little bit and then pour it in my pot of boiling water. But I don't know, the footage got misplaced somehow. Yeah, so I don't understand. Maybe I just didn't record it when I was recording. So this is me making the amala. You just have to watch how I make this. A lot of people have different ways of making amala, but this is the best way, the only way to make amala, by the way. Every other way is just the wok way now, but this is the original way to make amala. You want to mix it while on fire, then I put it down to mix it well, because you can't just mix amala on fire. You have to put it down to mix it properly. After then you return it back to the stove, add a little water, let it cook, and then you mix it again. So this is perfectly soft amala tofele. And yeah, I'm done making everything. This is me serving it. I love my amala really soft, and then I don't like my ewedu to be kind of watery, even though here it's kind of watery. And this is me just dishing this food, and I really, really enjoyed the food. You can bring your plate if you want to eat. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe once more